Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing a double 8.5 by 11 layout. This was supposed to be up yesterday, but of course Christmas took over, so I didn't upload it. But it's up now, and it is a Christmas layout. It's going to be my final Christmas layout of the year. I'm not sure if I'll have another layout later in the year, before the end of the year. I will have one up on the 28th for sure. That's acrylic stash busting. Other than that, I'm not sure. But this is for Wood Grain in Winter along with MK Gunn and Janet Fritz. And I'm also using the last piece in the Advent calendar for some assemblage required. She actually had little frames that I'm going to show here in just a minute, and then a wax seal that says do not open until Christmas. And I loved the wax seal. The wax seal actually makes it on the layout. The little frames I'm going to save for another layout at another time. But this was the frame package here. And there's, I believe I'll take them out. There's a few black and white ones, or black ones and then white ones. And they are all different sizes. And they're also stickers. So you can peel the backing off of them and lay them down on your layout or over your photo. And I'm going to save these, like I said, for a different layout. But I did want to get the wax seal used, and I'm going to use it on my youngest son's first Christmas photos. These were actually taken on Christmas Eve and then on Christmas morning. I have a few other pictures of him from Christmas morning that'll get a separate layout, but these ones I just thought kind of go together, so I'm going to place them kind of sort of on a double page layout. They could be separate layouts. They definitely can hold their own as separate layouts, but they also complement each other. So I went ahead and did them at the same time. I'm showing you some of the Vicki Boutin pieces that I plan on using on this layout. The deer actually don't make it on the layout, spoiler alert. The two title pieces do, one from Color Cast Design, Christmas Eve, and then the other one is a cut file, Oh What Fun, and I'm actually going to paint it black. So I have the blue star paper and then the red star paper, and these were from two different years. One year they had red, one year they had blue, one year they had black. I loved them all. I have multiple sheets of all of them. I'm running a little bit low after this Christmas season of scrapbooking, but that's okay. And the wood grain piece I'm going to also use on the layout. That's from Echo Park. And here I'm matting my photos on the two 6x8 pieces of paper that I showed. Those were from 49 Market. And pretty much they come off as white once they're matted on the photos. And I'm going to scuff up the edges. That's why I kind of sped it up, because I do, after I mat it, I scuff up the edge. And that just takes quite a while. Plus I'm off camera most of the time doing it. I did mat one of the photos where he's sitting on the little bike on a red stripe paper, like a candy stripe. And then I fussy cut this card from the 49 Market paper and then scuffed it up. So distressed the edges of it. And then here I have my papers. I'm going to place the blue star on the left hand side. I'm going to place the on the right hand side. I'm going to place the red star paper. And I thought it was kind of fitting as far as the photos, because in the photos there definitely is a lot of blue with the lights, and then he's wearing red and the stocking is red. So I definitely think it goes together, and I like the way that it turns out in the end. I don't think I've ever done a layout kind of sort of like this one, so I really like the way that it turned out. Here's the black and white branch paper that I'm cutting and matting this photo here on this side, and I matted the larger photo on this side. I matted the smaller photo for the opposite side. So this one here is the one from Christmas Eve, showing his little stocking and then his presents all wrapped up, and we're just waiting for Christmas morning. So there's the Oh What Fun. I went ahead and painted it black, like I said, and then popped it up on play foam, or actually that's dimensional tape. Either way, kind of the same thing. They're just little thin strips that fit perfectly on the back of the cut file. And then the little truck I'm going to place here the top of, or the front end of the truck is actually going to cross over the middle. So I will have to cut it, but it's fine. That's probably the only piece that really crosses over the middle, where the layouts would definitely in the album have to be next to each other. But I'm okay with it. I'm going to also add journaling up in the middle in between the two titles, but I won't do that on camera. So I added that cute little wax seal. I added foam presents, and then I popped up the naughty and nice. I will highlight the nice part in gold when I do the gold like splatters here in a minute. Putting on the truck, I added Christmas Eve up here. I have not glued that down just yet. I wasn't sure what I was going to add, what else I was going to add on the left hand side, so I didn't want to glue it down until I knew for sure. I still glue it down a little bit too early. I have to cut the other embellishments that I want to put up there, but in the end, it works out. So, what fun! I want to lay down, make sure that it's straight. So, I went and turned it sideways, used my T-square ruler to do that. And then I have a little photo of him laying under the Christmas tree. He was crawling underneath to play with the toys that are underneath there. And or the ornaments, sorry, not the toys. He thought they were toys, but they were actually ornaments underneath there. And then the little foam Santa Claus, which I think is absolutely adorable. And I love the fact that Vicki Boutin uses different colored Santas, not all white Santas, skin tone. And I'm going to go ahead and pop Christmas Eve over here. I added a little banner that says, Happy Tonight. So it says Christmas Eve, Happy Tonight. I'm going to pull some of these gold stars from the foam sheet. At first, I only pull 3. There is 6 on the layout in the end, but I haven't placed them all down. I was trying to use that blue star, but it just didn't look right, and it blended in too much on the blue side. I was going to try to use it on the other side, but I didn't leave enough room for it. So I end up using the other 2 green ones, and I really like the way that looks. I think because green and blue go really well together. And on the red side, I'm just going to use the Santa. I could have added that bow. It looked kind of cute right there underneath the title, but I did not leave it on there. I'm going to look through all of these embellishments and just looking for the right one to put in here. This little bell looked kind of cute here, but again, I do want to add journaling, so I wanted to leave a little bit more room. So I take that off, and then I'm still just digging through. This little candy cane was red, and that's exactly what I needed, was something red over here on this side. And if I wouldn't have glued Christmas Eve down yet, I definitely would have used the candy cane. But instead, I'm going to use these little tiny poinsettias, and I'm going to cut 3 of them out and tuck them in around the title at the top. And I think it's okay. I think it adds just the nice little pop of red over here, and it works out perfectly. I'm just making this one fit in between the little acrylic piece, and then I'm going to place this one over here at the bottom of the title piece. And I like the way that it looks. I'm going to splatter gold shimmers paint in Minor 49er. And I'm going to cover up my photos so I don't get gold splatters on them. And then in the close-ups, you'll also see there is black splattered paint and white splattered paint. I did not do that on camera for either one of those, just because I forgot to turn the camera on, honestly. So here I'm just adding my little papers so I could do the splatters and not get it on the photo, at least not on his face. And Shimmers does wipe off of any kind of glossy photo. It's water based, so it's fairly easy to get off, but I didn't want to get it on the photos. And pretty much that's going to be it. I'm going to add a little bit more splatters, and I did go ahead and add like perfect splatters on the title piece, and then I let them naturally dry. I did not roll them up with the paper towel, so they definitely look very gold in the close-ups. And pretty much that's the end of my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed today's layout. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the Christmas layouts that I did get completed. I believe I ended up still with 25 layouts done, even though I did not put a video up every day, but some of the days I did multiple layouts. So if you guys would like to go back and check those out on my channel, I did do a playlist for Christmas layouts. So you can check out all of the Christmas layouts that I put up this year. But I really like the way that this layout turned out. And I will see you guys on the 28th for acrylic stash busting. Bye!